Hello, welcome to this Masterclass xPMO strategy. So, what are we going to share in this mini workshop? Well, here the goal is to find a way to align ourselves with the organization, the strategic objectives of the organization we belong to, or the one we want to help, in order to achieve the objectives, adding value, by developing our own xPM strategy. Let us remember that when we talk about xPM, we are referring to all types of global project and product offices, meaning that we are not discussing one in particular. It is applicable to all, for both the public and private sectors and across all industries, including software development, telecommunications, engineering, civil works, mining, etc., etc., etc. So what we are essentially going to endeavor to achieve here is that the objective must be aligned with the strategic objectives of the organization. We take that as a given, but it is good to clarify and specify it, and that is what we will achieve by the end of this workshop, this mini workshop. But we must keep in mind that it should not exceed a PMO cycle. This is extremely important. And during the development, we will explain it and look at examples of why it is so crucial for it to be a cycle. We will have certain considerations since the team led by the PMO is the role that we consider should lead, which can also be a PMO director, a lead PMO, or a hit PMO. The PMO director coordinates the PMO, and the role defined by each organization is what we refer to as the PIM office, which should define the strategy of the xPM. However, it is always important to remember that this must also be agreed upon and authorized by the PMO sponsor, who is generally the sponsor of the PMO. Well, it is a C-level role at the management level. It can be the CTO, it can be the CEO, it can be the COO, or even the CEO themselves. Of course, it depends on the type of organization or company. Okay, but it is always the C-level, at this level, and of course we need to find a way to achieve results. The outcome depends on how each of you develops it. It is about defining the series of steps or guidelines that must be followed so that our PMO can achieve the best results. When we talk about achieving greater results, it depends on whether it is the first cycle, the type of xPMO, the sector, the considerations, and the industry. There are many factors that will always allow us to add value and deliver results. We will just try to ensure that it is the best strategy. In Module 1, we will discuss introduction, concepts, and terms. It is important to have a foundation. All the certification workshops we have in PMOfficers within our PMO Academy have always been done this way, and it greatly enhances the experience for the participant. In Module 2, we will discuss history and definitions. We will talk about what strategy means as such, and then we will compare and assimilate it for the topic of strategy. In Section Point 3, we are going to take some extremely important considerations prior to the actual development of the strategy for our xPM. In the fourth module, we will look at the definition. We will develop and share 3 real examples from 3 companies of how they share, what they have, which can help us. Okay? Based on those examples and the 4 modules, we will work on 4 dynamics, 3 of which are very specific to reinforce knowledge, conduct exercises, and provide examples. The last one will be for us, where we will develop our own strategy for our xPM, which we will present to the PMO or the person responsible for the PMO, along with the PMO sponsor. Between these 2 individuals, between these 2 roles, they will define whether it is correct or if adjustments need to be made.